Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Here we are, another day, another doula. Doulas are people who help give birth, aren't they?
Yeah.
Sounds weird. What's new? We didn't watch Peaky Blinders last night.
We didn't.
We didn't really feel like it was a vibe, I guess.
No, we watched Lee Mack instead.
Yeah, a bit of stand-up comedy. Any announcements from yourself?
I've got some cider arriving today that I'm really excited about.
Yeah, but it's got a little story about the cider.
Well, it's not really a story. It's just it's got a nice connection.
Yeah.
So when we were in the Addams Family, we performed in Truro in Cornwall, and I think it was Dickon found those two little cottages that were like, they came together as digs. So it was two cottages, semi-detached, side by side, and 6 of us lived in one, 6 of us lived in the other. There were like 12 of us staying there. There was loads of us.
Yeah.
And it was just like, really, there was a pub opposite, this really gorgeous pub called...
Oh, me? I don't know.
The Heron Inn. And yeah, it was just like a really nice week, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was very sunny, wasn't it? Like this?
It was absolutely boiling. You got so burnt on the beach that your head, like, crispy bacon head.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was just really nice. Like every morning, Dickon would make like fresh pots of coffee. We'd all go sit in the garden in the sun and have coffee together. And Dickon also like cooked loads of like amazing food, like a banquet.
Yeah, Dickon's right.
And this was also where, if you watch the Watch Me Wednesday series, this was where Ollie passed out on the sofa and we played Buckaroo, Buckaroo, and just piled things on top of him.
Yeah, that's sweet.
That was also when you disappeared, because we took all of the stuff off of you, and then I went into the kitchen with Dickon and had far too much tequila. And then when I came back out again, you'd gone.
Yeah.
And I was like, has anyone seen Ollie? And everyone was like, no. Don't know where you'd gone. You just disappeared. And then I blinked and you were back. I think you went to the loo.
Yeah.
Anyway, after every show, we'd go to the pub for a drink. This pub that was right opposite the cottages. And there was this cider called Rattler cider, which was like specific to Cornwall, and it's the best cider I've ever had. And then realised I couldn't get it outside of Cornwall. Like there's very few places like around London or anywhere else in the country that do Rattler. So I ordered some off of Amazon in my lockdown haze. And it arrives today, and it's a really nice day, so I'm just really excited about it.
Yeah, I think it's good.
Really excited about it.
What are my announcements? What I've done is, last night I was in bed, I was thinking this would be a good idea, and it's very like podcasty, because podcasts do this. But I set up an email for this channel and your channel, like your good evenings, just for you guys to connect with us. So it could either be ideas to talk about, or certain things you might want us to discuss, or things that you might disagree that we've said, whatever. Yeah,
like responding to things that we've said. Like if like at the end of a video we're like, let us know your funny story. Yeah. It's a place for you to write in where it might not get lost in all of the comments.
Yeah, and like I said, these would be like looked at for these sort of videos. So your chances are that via this email you've got a better chance of getting your question answered, should I say. So,
however, I am going to put it out there that we don't promise to reply to every email.
Oh no, we probably might not reply to any emails, depending. But I'll just look at them in the morning, and you might look at them in the evening and go, oh, that's a really fun thing, or whatever. So I'll say it out loud what the email address is, but also I'll put it down so you can just click on it. But I want to say it out loud because it is very long email. Good morning and evening world at gmail.com, I believe. So that is good morning and evening world at gmail.com.
That is the longest email address ever.
Yeah, but I felt like if I missed out something, like if I just put morning world or morning and evening world, people would just naturally put good. Do you know what I mean? So I felt I just had to give it the full title.
Yeah, the full thing. Good morning and evening world.
No, it's got yeah, so basically just any questions, any little things, email that, and we'll have a little read through.
And I want to see fan art. That's what I want to see, because we've had a couple really good drawings of us sat on this sofa.
We have had really good drawings.
So.
But yeah, because I wanted to use one of them for like the what to call it, like the logo of Good Morning World. Maybe one day I will. I'm gonna kick it off with a sort of weird topic, a bit dark, but I feel like it's a good question.
Go on.
Because it'll split the world, I believe. I come up to you, envelope.
Yeah.
I hand you this envelope.
Yes.
Would you take it if I said to you that this is the day that you die?
No. The day that I die?
Yeah, not yeah. So like you'll have an idea. I don't know. I'll let you answer this first. But if I come up to you and was like, this is the day that you die, would you open it and look?
I don't know. I'm torn because part of me goes no because like I'm happy now not knowing. It's not like I'm scared of the day that I'm going to die. However, if I did know, it means that everything else that I was planning to do, I knew I was fine. I was going to be fine. You know what I mean? Like if I say I had like 4 holidays booked or 4 like work trips booked where I had to go on a plane before this date, I could be on those flights not having that worry in the back of my mind, like what would happen if this plane went down, you know what I mean? So I feel like I'd be able to live up until then quite comfortably knowing that I'm going to be fine.
So you would look?
I don't know, it's the thing.
Because you probably would live your life like...
less in fear.
Yeah, and more to the full, I guess, when you know your day you're going to die. Which sounds weird because it's inevitable that we're all going to die at some time. But if someone's like, April the 20th, like 2030, whatever, you're like, I best get busy.
Yeah.
Or even if it was like 2050, like, you'd still...
But the thing is, what makes me... I suddenly go into the realms of like, I don't know, movies and books. And I don't know, just the rules of this kind of thing. So what if, for instance, I was given this date and say it's like...
In 20 years' time.
In 20 years' time, April the 12th, 2040.
Yeah.
That's the day I'm going to die. And so because I found out that that's the day I'm going to die, I've decided, right, I'm going to plan loads of things. I'm going to go bungee jumping, and I'm going to go skydiving, I'm going to go swimming with sharks and whatever.
Yeah.
Does that now change the date that I'm going to die? Because I've made loads of different decisions that I never would have made had I not known that date. So now, is the date closer because, she's going to go swimming with sharks, you know, that... If she hadn't gone swimming with sharks, she would have died on the 18th of April, 12th of April, or whatever I said, 2040. But now because she's decided to do that really high-risk, dangerous thing, it's all like I just imagine it as like a machine, and it's like, based on the path that you were on now, the date you were going to die is April 12th, 2040. But then as soon as you start making different decisions, it's like, and all like the shutters start changing, and it suddenly becomes a different date because I've decided to make loads of like high risk decisions.
But maybe when death, because I'm guessing it's death who gives you the envelope.
Sure.
You would think who's taking his job. He's already factored in because he knows that when I give you this, you're gonna have a bit of a freak out and go swim with sharks. So it's already
But how would he know that? He's not like...
Well, he knows when you're gonna die, so...
Yeah, but surely that's just his remit. Like, since when does he have any control over the decisions I'm going to make?
No, but maybe that's why those decisions that you've already made lead to that day. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but they're the decisions I've already made, not decisions I'm gonna make. So what if, like...
No, but if he knows you're gonna die by like a gunshot wound in like 20 years, surely he knows what leads up to that. But everything that leads up to that moment.
Yeah, but based on the path that I'm already on. So what if him giving me that thing changes the path I'm on?
Yeah, but I'm thinking if he's giving you that thing,
he already knows.
He already knows that path. Probably the only thing that he might not have factored in is that if you went, nah, you're alright. Maybe that is the path that he didn't predict because everyone takes it and looks it.
Yeah, maybe.
But anyway. We got into a movie plot there. Would you look in real life, not in...
Yeah, I think I probably would.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I think I would. And I think... why I think I would look is because if someone said to me, this is when you're going to die, and I didn't look, then I feel like it would be those things when I got on a plane to New York. I'd be like, oh, this is it then.
Yeah, I'd be like, oh, I wish I knew everything.
And it would change my life, like, because it makes it more real.
Yeah.
I guess. Because you're like, oh, I had the opportunity to find out if I die. And now, oh, not if, but when I die. And now, because I refuse that, I think it would just be like a cloud over me.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'd have to look.
Yeah.
It just makes everything else feel much safer.
Mm.
If you know that that's the day you're going to die, you know, sort of up until then, chances are you're gonna be alright.
Yeah, because I think your life up to then would be up to obviously the coming week. Obviously, it depends how long you live for and why and what and whatever. I feel like you would lead a pretty decent life up to maybe like the week of.
But I've just thought of something though. What if that opportunity is given to someone like truly evil, or someone who's like not a decent human being? Do they then go, well, I'm going to die on this date anyway, so I'm just going to cause absolute mayhem up until then? Because that's also a risk.
Yeah. Well, it's that age-old thing of like, if this was your last day on Earth, what would you do? And I think it was a Ricky Gervais podcast when they were like, Steve Merchant was like, I think I'd just go crazy, get into a bar fight, maybe kill a guy.
Yeah.
And then Ricky Gervais was like, well, how dare you deprive like that person of their last day? You know what I mean? That's really interesting. You would hope that death wouldn't give a bad person, because I think it's quite a luxury in a weird way.
Yeah, definitely.
To find out, like, to have the insight or the foresight of like when you're gonna die.
Yeah, I feel like death's a bit of a dick though.
What, like
death is very rarely fair, is he?
Yeah.
Or she?
Yeah.
I feel like he'd just try and like be a dick.
Yeah.
And give someone like really good the opportunity to see when they're gonna die. And chances are they'd probably be an idiot and be like, no, I'm alright, thanks mate.
Yeah.
And then give someone evil the chance to see if they're gonna die, and they're like, yeah, I wanna know, because then I'm gonna go on a murder rampage.
Yeah. It's so weird if someone did that though, because then you think, well, what's changed? As in, you're gonna die. But I guess if it was like within a couple of days, people would feel like they abandoned. Of like, fuck it, and just like go around kicking ducks. I don't know.
That's the extent of all his evil.
Yeah, come here, you little brown nose. What are they called? Where's Rosie and Jim? Yeah, interesting, isn't it? Do you ever see the film Final Destination?
No.
That's weird. That's a bit like that. These kids, these American kids on a plane or something, and then one of the kids like daydreams or whatever, but he feels like it's reality. And basically he sees how everyone's gonna die in that plane crash or whatever. And then he like sort of wakes up from that like sort of daydream. He's like, that's weird. And then the same things happen leading up to that plane crash. And he's like, luckily at that point the plane's still like on the ground, and he's like, get me off this plane. Get me off this plane. And I was like, chill out, mate. He's like, no, get me off this plane. He gets off, and he gets off with like a couple of his like mates or whatever, and a couple of students. And then the plane goes and like explodes in the air, so he saw it. Yeah. But then by doing that, he cheated death.
So then death comes after all of them one by one, right?
Yeah. I think it's a pretty good concept, but then
a really good concept.
You can still sort of see what's going to happen.
Yeah, that's such a good concept. I still want to see Minority Report. I'm sure I've said this in like 3 other videos.
That's good as well, Minority Report. Right, everyone, that's that. Death is just around the corner.
Wonderland electrocution.
I should be a choreographer. Right, everyone, bye. Have a good day. Be safe out there. And if anyone hands you a note, maybe take it. I'm joking.
It could just be Ollie in a cloak.
Yeah. From 2 meters away.
Yeah.
Take this. Right, bye everyone. Be safe out there. Don't pet a wild goat.
What dark corner of your brain did that come from?
I don't know. I just don't trust them. I don't think anyone should trust a wild goat.
Okay.
Don't pet a wild goat. Bye everyone.
Bye.
Yeah.